And a very warm welcome to everybody to this unique webinar when we observe and celebrate the National Girl Child Day. Honorable Founder Manager, sir, I'm not seeing him right now. Maybe he'll be joining us. Director, ma'am, Principal, ma'am, our chief guest for the occasion, Srimati Namrata Chadha, ma'am, our promotional director, Carmel, ma'am, teachers, and my dear students. We all know that we in India have been celebrating this special day, the National Girl Child Day, since 2008, with the cause of spreading public awareness about the inequities that the girls face in the Indian society. And today, dear students, we have with us Mrs. Namrata Chadha ma'am, the lady with a one-point agenda towards the upliftment of girls and women in the country. Let us welcome Namrata Chadha ma'am with folded hands, with claps, and the bouquet to the Blossoms family. Ranjan sir will coordinate the bouquet. Right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. A lovely bouquet.
A virtual bouquet from our side, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, please accept our token of affection towards you and your contributions to the society. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us today. It's an honor for all of us. May I now request our principal, ma'am, Mrs. Simita Panda, to address us all. Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you to the celebration of National Girl Child Day. So January 24th is marked as National Girl Child Day. It is an initiative by the Ministry of Women and Health and Child Development with a clear objective to celebrate the girls of our nation, the tiny minds of the beautiful little Lakshmis of our house, because it can be said that a world without girls is as much impossible as a world without water. So this National Girl Child Day is celebrated to make the people aware of the importance of girl child education and to provide equal opportunities to the girls and give them a chance to study and read as much as the boys and men of the nation by several awareness programs like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Save the Girl Child, and many more such campaigns. There have been many cases in India, starting from daughters being killed and aborted to sexual abuse and gender inequalities. Women have suffered a lot. So to remove these inequalities, the National Girl Child Day is to make the people aware of these major problems. So I would like to quote the words of Mrs. Hillary Clinton, who said that to all the girls who are watching this, never doubt that you are valuable or powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunities or in the world to pursue and achieve your dreams. So here I would like to also inform you all that why this date, 24th of January, has been selected, because it is on this day in the year 1966, Srimati Indira Gandhi was first sworn in as the Prime Minister of India, and that's very important in the history of women empowerment. Here I would like to take this opportunity to formally welcome our Honorable Chief Speaker, Ma'am Namrata Chadha, who has been kind enough to accept our invitation to enlighten us more on this topic. And I'm highly grateful to you, ma'am, for sparing your precious time amongst us. And I'm sure that everyone, including me, we're all eagerly waiting to hear from you. So let me not waste any more time. I request Sarmisha ma'am to please continue with the proceedings. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you for enlightening us on the date why this was chosen and also on the causes of having this day for the Girl Child Day, the special Girl Child Day. I would now request our Chief Speaker, Mrs. Namrata Chadha ma'am, to speak to us But before that, it is a pleasure, it's an honor to give a brief introduction of ma'am to all my students. Mrs. Namrata Chadha is an ex-member of the State Mahila Commission and State Legal Aid Service, a lawyer by profession, an eminent social scientist, and a development professional with a huge experience in participatory governance, human rights, gender, and advocacy. At present, ma'am is the chairperson of the Institute of Social Development, the ISD, the board member of CLAP, CLAP, which is the legal aid NGO, and also the board member of the Juvenile Justice Khurda. Ma'am is also the president of Madhyam, a national and state level awardee for her work on women and child development. She is also on the POSH committee of the 8 institutions, including the SBI and the Mindtree Technologies. POSH, POSH, is the prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. Ma'am is a regular writer and a spokesperson on violence against women and has written extensively on women empowerment. Ma'am, waiting eagerly to hear from you. Namrata ma'am.
I think she
Namrata
deserves a big hand for all the
No,
contributions.
no. I'm very humbled. I'm very humbled. Good morning, everybody. On this auspicious, I'm not saying it is a National Girl Child Day. It's an auspicious day for all of us, especially Indian families who always have eager waiting for sons. है ना? बेटा चाहिए. So for
Yes.
all those society, so in this time, Blossom is organizing a webinar an auspicious occasion, and especially they have invited me. I do not know why they have invited me, but thanks to Nadia madam. I know her since long when she had a very small kindergarten school, very beautiful school. She was running with all this passion, Blossom. And then when she asked me, frankly speaking, I am not into that any formalities because all students and teachers are watching me. When she invited me for this program, madam, we want to invite you in this webinar. Then I sent a very simple message to her. I think it's a kindergarten. No? It's not a, I mean, who will participating and who are going to listen to me? So I think it's a kindergarten, very young girls or student. No, madam, it's a CBSE class 10, CBSE school. And I am congratulating all the members of this beautiful school team. Grow with Learning. I was seeing your logo since 1884. So I knew this lady, Nadia, before that. That's why I'm very proud of her. And now I am interacting with Principal, Madam, and Lakshmi Priya. And I'm very thankful to you all that you have given me this opportunity to speak on this special occasion. Let me start formal what I want to share with you. It might not be very, I'm saying very literary type or academic discussion. I'm not going to speak on a very beautiful things about government and their policies or beautiful things. I want to share a few things, a true picture of a girl child in our society and why we are going to celebrate this. I always start with my, not lecture, whenever I interact with, especially with women, I always start with, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, Shakti Rupenu Sanskrita, Namastastai, 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 Nama Nama. We are saying they are Shakti. And don't read about history or mythological stories about Indian women and goddess. If you see our latest time, Corona period, since it has introduced in 2019 December, but in our country, it came in, limelight in March 2020. So 20, 21, and now we are 22. I'm not saying, if you see the all health records from WHO or our national health system, people who are suffered from Corona, and most of them died, maximum number were male. Have you noticed? They were not females. Very less number of females were there. Casualty, death by Corona. It shows their Shakti, inside their Shakti, physical strength, mental strength, emotional. When we're talking about IQ, EQ, So Shakti means not that you are holding a one talwar or sword in your hand and showing, okay, you are a mard kind of thing, you are killing a demon. No, it is a very, very symbolic. It is something that inherent that quality you from your mother earth, and you have that kind of surviving of the fittest kind of theory in women, that in any difficult circumstances, any difficult position, they can survive. They can survive without medicine, they can survive without love, they can survive without affection, they can survive without the what you are saying care. They can survive everywhere. So that is the importance of girl, and everybody has to understand that. And I want to add with Principal Madam, when she told about that Srimati Indira Gandhi was when sworn first time in Indian politics, it is a very proud moment for us. But after that, we have seen a drastically decline of sex ratio of female child, because the student who are watching us, they are not, not very mature. They are in their adolescent period, teenagers, but they can see around their families and society. Whenever any newlywed mother is coming or bride is coming to your family, there is a blessing, Putravati Bhava in Sanskrit. It means blessed with a child, male child. So whether it is a Hindi film song, whether it's a Bengali song, whether it's a Tamil song, or whether it's a English, it is always with sons. Papa कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, बेटा हमारा. So it is always with the son. मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. So it is always tagged with the sons. When you have a big companies, whether it's a Mercedes-Benz or whatever, it is always related to Edison and Sons. So daughters were nowhere, not only in Indian society, in whole of Asian continent, whether you are in Bhutan, Nepal, Pakistan, Afghanistan. I think everybody was watching when Taliban has taken over Afghanistan. What happened? All the male members were running towards aeroplanes. They want to leave their own country, own motherland, not only their own motherland, their wives, their daughters, and all women, old age mothers, and they were running after the plane, carrying their sons. If you notice, and you go back and see all those videos again, I am requesting all the students and teachers, you go back and see all those views, and I think it's in archive, and you can search in Google and you can see all those videos. They all were running with betas, sons. No, they want to, at any cost, everybody want to save their male child, not to female child. And it happened. And when it happened, they were killing their girl fetus in womb, because India is a very liberal country, very progressive in legal matter. And India is the first, first country in Asia who has introduced medical termination of pregnancy legalized. Till date, if we are having an election in America, if we are having an election in Ireland, if we are having an election in Europe, they are discussing whether we have to legalize abortion or not. But in India, they are very, very progressive. They have introduced giving a birth to a child. It is a right to a mother. It is a totally soul. Womb belongs to her. And it is she has to decide whether she will go for 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, or 1 child, or no child. So that's why they have given a right to mothers. If there is any health issue or any unwanted baby, they can go for a medical termination of pregnancy. What we are saying in English, it is abortion. So people of India misutilize this legislation. It is a very, very progressive legislation for the welfare of women and children, but they misutilize it. They misutilize technology. When introduced sonography, they can ultrasound and they can see your child, whether how it is growing, how it behaves, whether it has any bad elements or physical deficiencies. So that technology, through that technology, physician can identify, and they misutilize it, and they identify the sex of a baby in womb, and they were visiting another nursing home and eliminating their baby girls. So slowly, what happened? Slowly, we have watched through the population index that women, that girls' sex ratio were declining. And where it was declined, the states who are very rich, Agriculturally, they are very strong. Agrarian society were there. Their per capita income is very high. They are not tribal states like our Odisha. I am very proud of that. I am in Odisha. Most of the tribal society, if you visit, you must go and see the way tribals are living. There is no gender discrimination in that society. They equally treat their girls and boys equally. They equally treat their women. There is no gender discrimination. They choose their own life partner. They can go for any studies. They can go work. They don't have so much of clothes to wear. They have a half sari, half naked body. Women are working. No boys are abusing them. There is very less cases of child abuse, sexual abuse. It happens only in urban area, semi-urban area, in educated family. It is not, I am saying, it is a national crime report is saying. So we have to see what our indigenous people are, how beautifully they are living in the society, but what kind of education we are today, and we are behaving with our women in society. So the people who were very rich, who have land, who have industries, who have money, they are the person who choose the sex of their child, and they decide whether we want this girl or not. If they don't want this girl, they simply eliminate in womb. और जो लोग वो में नहीं एलिमिनेट कर सकते थे, इन some, I am not saying all part of India, but in some part of UP and Bihar, if the baby girl arrive, the midwife used to ask them, बारात आई है, इसको रखें कि नहीं रखें? They say नहीं रखना है, लौटा दो. In a whole pot of milk, they just dip that newborn baby, and she died out of suffocation and in milk. So this was the situation. So that time in Haryana is a very prosperous, very small state. And that time they had a meeting over there. The youngest Sarpanch of Panipat, Haryana, she spoke in Hindi कि आज हमें लड़कियों को बचाना है, लड़कियां आगे बढ़ेंगी तभी देश बढ़ेगा, इसलिए पहली बात है बेटी बचाओ and बेटी पढ़ाओ. And the immediate government has took that slogan and they make it, I mean what I'm saying, national slogan for save the baby girl child. And after that, Prime Minister also declared that yes, beti bachao, beti padhao, और देश को आगे बढ़ाओ. Now everybody is saying beti bachao, beti bachao. We need a beti bachao. Yes, we have to save our daughter. But अगर हम लड़कियों को जन्म दे रहे हैं और they are moving on roads or they are going for cinema, they are going for any studies, higher studies, and if the boys are teasing them, if there is so much of crime, and they are on road, they are saying bachao, bachao, bachao. This kind of bachao we do not need. Understand? We have to be very clear about whether we want a slogan. In slogan, we want a beti bachao or beti padhao, or in real life. In real life, we want really when the no beti will, I mean, utter or shout that bachao, 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 because there is just so much of crimes in domestic area. We are saying it's a domestic violence when by her family members. She can be her mother-in-law, her own mother, her own brother, father, husband, friend. So they are facing harassment, violence in family, outside family, when they are traveling in train, in buses, in auto rickshaw, when it is a share auto rickshaw. Other gundas are, I mean, try to misbehave them, try to touch them, whether they like or not. It's not a question of liking or not liking. They are misusing that power, their own power. I mean, they are the male member, they are more in number. One girl, she is alone, she's a standard 8 student and she is going by auto because all people are not very rich. They cannot afford a chauffeur and car to their daughters. So the poor girls, when they are traveling in public transport, they are facing violence. When they are at workplace, what the Lakshmi Priya madam was saying and principal madam was saying about the POSH, prevention of sexual harassment, especially at workplace, when they are working, they are studying, they are going to earn money, and when they are harassed by their colleagues, their authorities or their subordinates. So the every sphere they are facing harassment. To prevent that, now I do believe we should not always say beti bachao, beti padhao. This is the right time. We have to campaign for bete ko samjhao. This is our duty. This is the duty of parents. It is the duty of mothers. This is the duty of teachers, that let now teach our students, especially male students, that how to respect other gender, whether it's a transgender, others, or female gender. We have to make them understand you all are equal. And Constitution of India has given this right to us. It is our political right, legal rights, constitutional right, that apart from, irrespective of our sex, color, caste, class, whether we are from higher class or lower class, middle class, or whatever caste, whatever gender we have, everybody has a right to treat equally, respectfully. And this is a high time we have to teach our boys. That's why I always believe, I always saying that it is now a great high time to give a slogan, bete ko samjhao, bete ko samjhao and beti ko bachao. Because the last time in his speech, Prime Minister also on 15 August told, this is a high time to bete ko bhi pucho, wo raat ko kahan bahar ja raha hai aur ladkiyon se kaise baat kar raha hai, kis tarah se kar raha hai. So we have to take this thing very, very seriously. So observing and celebrating National Girl Child Day, it shows that how much we are concerned about our girls. Not only my daughter, not only my own daughter, not only my own niece, or not only my own cousin or sister. It is about the whole of society. If suppose my domestic help, her daughter is suffering from any bad elements from society, she is coming to my home for cleaning my house, and she told me, madam aati hu rasta re motte comment maru chunti, what I will do? It is my duty. It is my duty to, I have to inform 100 police immediately. It is my duty to give her a protection, give her a security. It is not that my daughter is safe, okay, baki log bhaad mein jaye, let them take care of themselves. No. If we will so mean and we will say, okay, it is our duty, we have to save our children, we have to save our school students only, and we have to make them aware about their rights, we have to make them aware what is the good touch, bad touch. No, as a teacher, it is our right that how many children around us, whether it's in slum, it is they are playing us outside school or whatever, whenever we get some time, it is our duty to teach them, to guide them, not only to children, their parents. And this is the problem with our society. We see if there is some legislation, there is some slogan we have to follow religiously within the family. No. It is not for the family. It is for the nation, for our own community people, for our own people, whether it's urban area or rural area, wherever we are staying, wherever we are visiting, wherever we are going. It is our duty. It is a part of our duty that if one girl only, one girl, if she is harassed in front of me, suppose I am driving, I am going for a very, very serious work, I have a lecture to deliver, I have to reach on time, and I am seeing one girl is harassed on a bus stand by boys or some gundas, so lecture baad mein bhi ho sakta hai, it can wait. It is my duty to go there and teach those boys this is wrong. It is my duty to teach that girl, okay, I have not to dial that number to police, you dial. And we have to empower our girls. We have to empower our women if we are really believe in this slogan, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and National Girl Child, if we are really giving them respect. And for me, especially personally, I do believe, today I have posted when they have beautifully, Blossom School, I'm very thankful to them. Very beautifully, they have made one poster that I am the speaker on this auspicious occasion. I have posted on my Facebook, and I have written, every day is a Girls' Day. It is not only a 24th of January. It is not because the government of India has told us. It is within us that every day is a Girls' Day. Every day, not only every day, every second of our life, whether she is in womb, she is growing, she is taking birth, or she is getting old, whatever, from womb to tomb, at any age, all the women, all the girls are our girls, and it is our duty. Together, we have to save them. Whether it's a financially, emotionally, legally, politically, but whatever help they need or support need, because we few people, we are quite aware of our rights. We few people, when we are talking about dana in Buddhism, I am a strong believer of and practitioner of Buddhism. And in Pali language, there is a one saying, there is a nothing, there is a ignorance is the most powerful darkness in our life. Nothing tama, sama tama, timira nathi. Timir means darkness. So that ignorance, that ignorance among the people, that okay, today daughters will born, and it is our duty to just raise them and get them married, and our duty has over. Now the in-laws will take care of them. So this is again a kind of discrimination. We are creating obstacle in her career, in her path, in her growth. So that's why Government of India again introduced increasing the age of marriage. I think everybody knows about that. But illegally it was 18 years, and the minimum legal age for marriage, now it increased to 21. So we want to give wings to our daughter, that okay, you study, you continue, you study, you continue, go for a semi-skilled or skilled job trainings, or whether you are poor or rich, you can start your own business, or you can become an entrepreneur, or you can become a scholar, whatever. So because once we take women, our daughter as a granted, कि उड़िया में एक बात है, उसको हम कहते हैं दिल्ली नारी हिली पारी. So we have our daughters, let them get married, and it is our duty has over. No, our duty is not to getting them married. Our duty is to giving them only support. That's all. We should not give them any guidance and impose our thoughts, impose our that burden of our history. We should not conditioning their mind the way we brought up. Oh, our mother taught us we have to behave like this, we have to walk like this, we have to laugh like this, so you have to follow. No, they are individual. They have their own identity, they have their own talent. Let them grow. We should not, I have seen, I think as a school teachers and most of the students can experience the whatever talent they have, our parents, they always impose their dreams. When you were saying that it is the signature of God, when we are giving them, we were giving them a space to fulfill their dreams, but we never give them dreams. We don't want to fulfill their dreams. We as a parents, we always impose our dreams to daughter. Okay, I was like that. I was I had a half broken dream, unfulfilled dream. So you follow. I had a dream that I would have a good dancer. So my family did, that time didn't allow me. Okay, now I'm pushing my daughter. Okay, you go and learn dance. She is not good in dance at all. But I am pushing her because it was my dream. So there are many things happen within the family. So this is our duty. This is our duty.
Like we cannot hear, or I'm facing any problem?
Yes, ma'am, we cannot hear. That's a problem.
No, ma'am, like there is a problem with ma'am's end.
Okay, now is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
So this is the duty of teachers, parents, and social workers. Say that just guide those parents that don't impose their thought, their ideology, especially that we are from this family, we are from this culture, we are from this religion, and you have to follow this blindly. No, please don't do this with, especially with daughters. So this is my request to you all, and the students who are listening to me. I am telling you one thing, just believe in yourself. That's all. Whatever you are, I do not know whether you are a good in studies or not good in study, you are an average student, you are a brilliant student, whatever you are. वो एक पैरामीटर है, आपको कितना मार्क्स मिलेगा, एग्जाम होगा, वॉट एवर, दैट विल ऑलवेज controlled by policies and teachers and school policy, CBSE policy. But believe in yourself and believe that you are the most precious gift from God, and nobody can destroy you. Nobody can destroy your emotion. Nobody can destroy your dreams. And it is for the girls. They have to understand, and it is, they are always blessed by God. They immediately, whether it's a class 6 student or 7 student, they immediately, they can recognize it is a, I am saying it is a precious gift from God. They immediately see the whether the man who is touching them, it is a good touch or bad touch. So it is, we don't have to teach them. They are very aware of that, but they cannot speak up on that issue if they are feeling any awkward things or situation, because we never give them that opportunity. We are not that much open with our girls. We always say, okay, don't discuss these things, these are the taboos, don't discuss, we don't want to, you should not disclose all those things which is related to your sexuality. So we have to change that approach. We have to listen more and more from girls, because we are here, we listen from sons only. बेटा कह रहा है मम्मा आज ही वो मटन खाएगी तो वही बनेगा, बेटा बोलेगा आज मैंने ये खाना है वही बनेगा, बट वी डोंट लिसन टू अवर डॉटर्स. हाँ, जो बनाए खा लो. You people are blessed, you children are studying in a good school, your parents are sending you, but there are many girl students, many girls outside this society, outside this what we are saying, our middle class or high middle class culture, they don't get this opportunity. They are not that blessed. उनको तो कभी अपनी पसंद का खाना भी नहीं मिलता है. So we have to change this tradition, this approach, and try our best to change these kind of tradition and practices which is prevail in our society, in name of religion or in name of our practices, our riti, our rivaj. That is, we have to take a care of that. And all the students, I do believe you, whatever you want to do, whether you want to join cinema, you want to sing, you want to speak loudly, you want to climb a tree, कि वो stereotyping gender role करना है नहीं करना है, whatever you want to do, you do. But first you take yourself, because this whole world, outside world, they are totally against a girl child. They don't want to grow them properly. So you have to take care of yourself, and you have to take care of your own community, your own, I mean, what I'm saying, नारी एक जाति है, तो लड़कियों को लड़कियों की ही help करना है. That is the main motto you have to learn whole of your life. Whether you are a student, you are a teacher, or today you are a student, tomorrow you will pursue your career and you will join any institution for higher studies, or you will go for a job, you might go in Europe or America, or you might go to interior of India and serve for people, whatever your choice you do. But you have to take care of other girls who are not that much able to take care of themselves. They are not getting that much of opportunity in that. So this is my request to all girl students. And one thing I want to tell you, these two lines are very close to my heart. I always tell all my girls that जरूरी नहीं तेरी कहानी जब खत्म हो तो तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट हो. Because always you see in Instagram, in social media, people used to tell their stories, and it is a wonderful story, and people used to clap on that. Okay, it is an amazing story, very motivational story. No, जरूरी नहीं कि तेरी कहानी जब खत्म हो तो तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट हो. जरूरी ये है कि तुम जैसा कोई ना हो और तुम्हारी जैसी किसी की कहानी ना हो. This is most important. That you are the unique and your story is a unique. It should not be copied from other कि उसने ऐसा किया तो I will do that. And if that lady was a very popular, very famous, very successful, I have to follow. No, choose your own dream, choose your own destination, choose your own goal, and choose your own path. How to do that? And that uniqueness कि तुम्हारी कहानी तुम्हारा जैसा कोई ना हो और तुम्हारी जैसी कोई कहानी ना हो. And there are so many legislation laws are for the prevention and for what I'm saying, prohibition, for the stopping the sexual abuse on the girl child. You have to take 2 numbers always in your mobile phone. Now the smartphone everybody is having. One is 100. if any you, it is not about you. When you see any wrongdoing, when anybody, husband is beating wife, you pursuing neighbor, family, or if you are seeing anybody is torturing other person, any destitute woman is harassed by roadside people, just dial 100. It will not cost you much. It is a call free number, 100. Tell the venue, the place where it happens, introduce yourself, and what is, I suppose it is a AG square, but whether it is a Neapali, whether it is a Khurda. So tell properly location, your description of that incident, your name, and just call it. All the calls of 100 are recorded. So you just dial it, rest will be taken care by the police. They will reach and they will save. You don't have to do by yourself. It is just your one phone call will help them. The another number is 1098. I think everybody is aware of this number. In rural area, we are giving them a very simple language. Does no art. The I mean backside ginti had 1098. So this is a child helpline number. If you see any girl in slum area or in around you, she is less than 18 years, or forcefully her parents are getting married her, or forcefully they are sending her to some other place, or there is a person who are having a child labor in their home, or they are abusing that child, immediately dial 1098. So they are having a 24/7 services, and they will provide you the best services to rescue that child. There is a capital hospital in Bhubaneswar. It is in heart of the city, unit 6, very big hospital. We are having a Sakhi center. We are saying a Sakhi center. If any woman is in distress, immediately you can send them to there. You can just guide them. Okay, you go to capital hospital. उड़िया में लिखा है, हिंदी में लिखा है, इंग्लिश में लिखा है सखी सेंटर. If they are illiterate, tell them, ask anyone, and you go to Sakhi center, whether it is a psychological help, mental health issue, medical health issue, legal health, everything provided in a one center. So that's why it is a umbrella kind of service providers are there. So you can send them to there. And these few numbers, if you have, and in your school time career, or I mean within this 4 or 5 years of your career, you can help 3 or 4 people in your life, or women or children. You see, you can change their life like anything. So it is the reward for you. It is not the how many medals you have won in studies, or in sports, or in essay competition, or lecture delivery. No, it is not that important. It is about how many lives you can change. Your one call can change many people's life. So it is more important. Theory is always important, study is always important, academy, career is always important, but the main thing is your practice. When you are not practicing it, so everything is in a degree and in your pen and paper. You have to practice. You have to practice these practices. And I wish you all the best. And I do believe the way that teachers are teaching you, giving you that moral value and proper guidance, definitely you people will, I think after 5 years or 10 years, one girl will meet you and tell me, okay, madam, I heard from you that numbers, and I have dialed this many times, and it has so much of help for them. So it is a very great feeling for me when the people are coming to me, madam, आपने हमको वो number दिया था ना, हमने उनको phone किया, हमने उसको ऐसा help किया. So this is what we are saying. We do believe, yes, it is that yes, we are there to save our girl child, and at any cost we have to save them. We have to respect them. We have to love them. We have to proper name them, because they are dying without name, without love, without any affection. So we all are responsible. It is not only the male of the society, the female are also responsible, because mothers are sometimes practicing more discrimination among their male child and female child. So you have to develop those practice, because in future you are going to be a parent, you are going to be a good guide, you are going to be a good teacher, speakers. So make it practice. And thank you very much, Blossom the school, that they have given me this opportunity to interact with you. I think I have not taken your much of time, and it is my, I mean, I am saying it is, I am very privileged and honored that I am sharing my thoughts with you all. And though it is online, I don't like, frankly speaking, I don't like online classes, online lecture. But because Nadia has proposed me and asked me, Madam, please, you have to be there. So I say yes. Since 2021 October onwards, I stopped taking participation in webinars, because sometimes I think if there is no physical connectivity, there is no, I cannot see their faces, I cannot see their expression, I cannot feel them. Why should I speak on? Yeah, they can listen many things from YouTube, from any other lecture. So that's why I used to avoid. But I am very grateful to the Blossom that they have given me this opportunity, and it is a great experience for me to interact with you, with a two heterogeneous group, with teachers and students and faculty and faculty members. Uh, this is Republic Day is coming, day after tomorrow. Wish you all the best on that Republic Day. Love your nation, love your country, love your women. Jai Hind. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you, ma'am.
much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, that was a wonderful speech, and I hope that the messages sent by you have been taken in the right spirits by all the boys and girls of our school, all the students of our school. Indeed, it is an eye opener for all of us, for all the teachers, students, and also parents who have joined us in the online streaming mode. It is truly an eye opener to all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
May I now request our director, ma'am, Mrs. Nadia Mugbelkar, to address us all. Ma'am, all ears for you.
Oh my God. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning, Namrata. Thank you so much. Okay. So, Namrata ji, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And thank you so much for being for us today. And I'm sure this has been so precious for all the students, the faculty, the teachers, for everyone, that they could hear from you. And I'm so happy you accepted our invitation. And
Thank you. I'm
after
humbled.
your talk, I don't deserve. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, are you getting it?
Yes. Very
Yes,
much.
ma'am. Okay. Yeah. So, Namrata ji, after your talk, I think nothing else should be added, because the essence of your talk was so rich that that has taken care of all the aspects of what we really wanted today to hear too. And I'm very sure our students were all ears to hear, and they all must have taken your beautiful expert advice, into their heart, and for sure they put it into practice. So, okay, as I have been instructed by Sharmishta ma'am to say a few words, let me just say something that it's National Girl Child Day, and the boys must be thinking, what is this? Why not National Boy Day? So, and already Namrata ma'am has sent a lot of disappointment. So the boys are really want to hide
No.
somewhere. No, you should not hide. You are the ones, you are the elements who are going to give a great support to girls.
Yes.
National Girl Day is not that we don't have Boy Day. Yes, you boys are always a part and parcel of the development of the humanity.
Nation.
Boys, girls, men, women. Yeah, we all are elements of this society, and without our understanding, without our cooperation, nothing can happen. I think this is a change of attitude. This is very much change of attitude, that we all should have a positive attitude towards what sex do we have. If I'm a girl, I should be positive about me being a girl. If I'm a boy, I should be positive about that I'm a boy, a woman, or a man. We all should have that positive attitude towards who we are, because we have one identity. God has created us unique in millions and millions of creatures, God's creature. You are the unique one, there is no second one like you. So the identity is important, that when you understand that what is your actual identity, I think that is the turning point for every one of us. So be it a girl, be it a boy, it's our identity which is important. We don't need to fight for our right. We deserve the right. Right will come to us. You know, Namrata ma'am spoke about this empowerment of women, and really empowerment is within us. You all,
Yes.
we have the power, all of us have the power, but we have to demonstrate it. We have to justify it. We have to show it in the right time, in the right direction. We have to know that we have the power. You know, we are really fortunate that in this age, we live in such an age that equality of man and woman is no more a dream.
Yes.
It's a reality.
Reality.
Men and women are already, it's a reality. And we have to only demonstrate this reality, that we are one and the same, and we have the faculties. What distinguishes us is the virtues that we have. Maybe I'm a girl, but I'm not a virtuous girl. So what great is that in me? Maybe I'm a boy and I'm so virtuous. Well-mannered. I'm so helpful, so honest. Yes, that is a crown for the humanity. So be it girl, be it a boy, be it a woman or a man, what distinguishes us is the virtues, our character, which is important. And that is where it places us, you know. That's very good. Yes, we will fight for our right. We will attain our right. We will really receive the birthright which God has given to us, but we should also protect that right by the virtue of our action. So being a peace educator, you all know that I always talk about how our character will really distinguish us from the rest of humanity. How we can really empower ourselves by every day looking into the purpose of our creation. Why am I on this planet Earth? Why did God give me birth? There must be a mission. I have to fulfill that mission. I have to search for that mission. I have to really find out what for I am in this earth. What faculties God has given me, what qualities, what attributes. If I really look into myself, look within myself, and discover my own abilities and talents and faculties and work upon them, for sure, not only shining from within, but also will be like a shining star all around. And not only I'll be contributing something to myself, my own upliftment, but also to the upliftment of the world as a whole. So it is very important that we look within ourselves. My dear students, the girls and the boys, both at the same time. You look within your capacity, your talent, your qualities, and work on them, develop them further and further, and make sure that not only you are progressing, but also you are the cause of progress of others. She also said that you safeguard the rest of the women as well. So in a family, when there is father, mother, brother, sister, every member round the dining table sitting and eating together, that is the right time that we see that whether all these virtues are being, men and women is being practiced or not. Whether my sister, whether my mother are being receiving what they deserve, whether my father, my brother are giving the right to my mother and my sister. You know, this is something that starts from home. That we should see that we deserve the right, and we protect the right, and we promote the right. So these things are all, you know, one after the other, like a chain of activities. It's like chain of activities. One will support the other, and it will go on and on. So this type of you know, environment can only be created by the virtue of your own self-realization. Realization is something that comes to every individual when one is focused in what is her purpose of creation. And as you all, some of our students are quite conversant with the Baha'i teachings and the writings of Abdul Baha. And here one of the writings of Abdul Baha, I will read for you, where he says that women have equal rights with men upon earth. In religion and society, they are a very important element. As long as women are prevented from attaining their highest possibilities, so long will men be unable to achieve the greatness which might be theirs. I will just repeat this beautiful writing of Abdul Baha, which
Superb.
I think
It
is
is a
really
superb.
alarming. It's really alarming. Yeah, I read that the second part. As long as women are prevented from attaining their highest possibilities, so long will men be unable to achieve the greatness which might be theirs. Men cannot achieve their greatness if they don't allow the women to reach to the possibilities, to the opportunities which they deserve. So it's before you now, the boys, it's before you. Now you want a girl child day or a boy child day, it doesn't matter. Now it's up to you that if you really want to prove your greatness, you want to attain your greatness, you want to achieve your greatness, you have to help the girls to reach to their birthright and all the possibilities and opportunities which deserves for them. So far, it has been in obscurity, I think, open to them, but now they will not leave anything. The girls are not leaving any stone unturned. Even the girls are bold enough now, empowered. They are empowered enough to take care of their rights. So it's beautiful, and I have a lot to say. Everyone knows that once these butterflies start moving in my tummy, I can't stop them. But today, I think the time is limited, so we just go with it. I just wrote a small poem yesterday. This for one Indian magazine, they wanted me to write something about girl child. I just wrote a small one. I read it to you. I don't know if you like to appreciate it. It's about a girl child that the newborn just cried. The cry that gave the herald of life. Parents happy to have a baby. Oh, that's a baby girl. Mother is happy as baby is of her image. Father is happy as she is the sign of love. People around whisper, it's a girl, it's a girl. Negativity spread. Parents determined not to give up, giving her full chance to live her life. She grew into a young girl, sweet, beautiful, kind. Soon she grew into a young woman, an empowered woman, a woman of substance. In no time, she was a mother, an empowered mother, gave birth to a baby girl, an empowered girl, right from the birth. People around whispered, it's an angel. It's an angel.
Lovely, lovely.
Thank you so much.
That is what I am saying, the transformation of the thought, attitude in poem, one generation to another. It's a really wonderful writing, really.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I
That was
have, yes,
wonderful
Madam
poem.
Sharmishta, madam.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Yes, Sharmishta, madam, I have a request. Then today too, you already observe and celebrate this National Girl Child Day. I think in this week, you must have one interaction with your students, male and female, boy and girl both. What they think about on that day and what is their, future plan or action or something they have planned for that, what they can, not distribute, what they can contribute to society on that day. So when the thoughts and opinions will come from them, we will see how beautifully they are explaining their thoughts, and it will be wonderful for you if you have that kind of interaction program only for 1 period or 2 periods within this week, if the time permits in your timetable. Yes.
I second your suggestion.
Definitely.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, ma'am. We'll
Perfect.
definitely
Very
work
nice.
on
Thank
it.
you so
It's a
much.
nice, wonderful idea, and we'll definitely work on it, ma'am. We'll definitely
Thank
have
you.
it in this week.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Nadia, ma'am. Whenever madam speaks, she heals up a little part of everybody's heart. And
Yes.
she inspires us for our soul searching and analysis, and gets us into living for the society. Thank you, ma'am. May I now request our promotional director, Mrs. Carmel Mughbelpur Tripathi, to address us all. Carmel, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak today on one of my favorite topics. Dear Chanda ma'am, it was really nice to hear your enlightening speech and your thoughts, which were really reflecting many of our thoughts as well. And of course, our director ma'am, who very beautifully highlighted the role of the boys and the role of the family. And of course, Principal Ma'am, who told us the purpose of why this day is observed. As we all know, all of us are very acquainted with the principles that Blossom School is very, kind of holds on strongly to, and as a foundation for it is the virtues that we practice. And one of the principles that we very strongly believe is the equality of women and men. Like it was mentioned, it comes from the conviction that the soul of human being has really no gender, and that is why we are one and the same. And it is the qualities and the potentialities that make us, that make us a human, and whether it is man or women, without any distinction, we are one and the same. So when we look at some of the writings that was shared, and then we also see that how in the sight of God, we have always been created one and the same. And this equality has already been existing from the time humanity ever existed. So it is upon us to how we implement this reality. Like, it is a truth that needs to be now understood. It is not something that is being made up. It is a truth that has been brought and has been reminded in several ages with the divine messengers who have come from time to time about the equality and the importance of our soul, and to nurture our characteristics and to nurture the virtues that we have. So it means that we have to create an environment, the conditions which allow men and women to work without prejudice and to work shoulder to shoulder to make this beautiful world that we are all dreaming for. And we all know that it is basically the experience that we have, the physical experience that each one of us has, is what distinguishes whether we are a man or we are a woman. But otherwise, each one of us has the same capacity. We have the same virtues. We all have that, capability, and we all can grow spiritually. But somehow, society has always seen us very differently. The way that we have seen men, we have been told that men are not emotional, they don't express, or they are very authoritative, or they're very competitive. So men have always been associated with dominance, or they have to conquer over something, and it has put pressure on the men as well, because then they feel that this is how we are supposed to behave, and this is how we are supposed to be. So many times in the process of showing this dominance or this power, it comes in forms that we don't really like. Like, for example, violence is one of its forms that we have seen. When we see a man who shows his emotions, we say, oh, you're behaving like a woman. Whereas actually each one of us has these natural expressions. So this is also one of the tests that we all see, that there's this false image that we have created in the society, that men cannot have these emotions, and it's only the women who can have these emotions. So in this process, many of our life lessons, we're not able to really achieve because of this thought in our mind. So when we see one of the most important spaces where we see the equality of women and men, like Nadia ma'am mentioned, is the space of the family. where, where the family is groomed, where people like Namrata ma'am also mentioned, at the very young age, when the boys are brought forward, and we talk about these gender roles in the family. So we have to reflect and think now that how can the boys and girls be brought up at a young age with these qualities and capacities, and how do they become promoters of this equality? How does each boy, each girl in the family become the promoters of equality of women and men? And how can we really assist the men to take on the responsibilities of, for example, parenting of a child? Why is it always considered that mothers are the best caregivers of the family, or they can take care of the household, whereas we know that some of the men can do amazing at that work. They can take care of the children, and they can be great chefs, and there's a lot that men can also do, but we have to see how it is naturally coming in that conversation in the family, and how can we ensure that their daughters and sisters and wives have the opportunities to pursue this meaningful conversation in the space of the family, rather than only having some domestic responsibilities. So apart from the space of the family, we also see that there are many institutions where we have the gender roles that are being played and are very prominent, like educational system that we have. Or for example, in religious institutions or cultural institutions, like we have the media, and then we have the cinema, literature, and then we have the economic system. So how can we see that educational systems they are critical to create consciousness in new generation, to recognize the prevalence of this patriarchal prejudice that is there. In many subtle ways, we see this prejudice. So how does an educational institution start thinking about it? And we see that now in the schools also, they have a space where girls can come forward and speak, and men can also equally express, the boys can also equally express their feelings and their troubles. We see that the media and advertising and the film and literature, these are very powerful means for socializing young people and telling them about masculinity and femininity. So how do they play their roles? Because we see that advertisement also has a great influence. Films have a great influence on us. When we see the image of, we think of a boy, like the ideal boy that we want to marry, or, that we should like, is someone who should have a six-pack, or, is the one who should go and fight for us on the streets. Is that the boy that I want to marry? Or is it really someone who can help me in my family and take care of my children along with me, and like share the responsibilities? So it really shapes our thinking and our mindset. So these are very powerful tools, and unfortunately, like if you're not careful, we can really be drawn towards all of this. So we see like these institutions also play a very important role. And again, going back to family, which is again our foundation, we see that how do we all share responsibilities of of caregiving in the family, like of educating the children. How can the mothers be a part of this conversation? Which school my child should go to? Or like, what are some of the extracurricular activities that my child should do? Or concerns regarding the health of the child. Like mother should also have a role to play in this conversation. And we see that when we see like even caring for the elderly, it has always been associated with the women. But of course, men are also good enough, to take care of the elders in the family. So how do we create a space where, the men are groomed to take on this equal share of responsibilities and to provide these services at home? And like Nadia ma'am mentioned, I think consultation is one of the foundations of the family where decisions are made. And like she said, like the dining table is a space, but I'm sorry to say, where will you get the garam rotis, when the wife is in the kitchen? So she can't be a part of that conversation. So this is again a question for us. Like, would you rather have like a very hot fulka, or will you like be happy to have it like a little bit warm? So that's again for us to think, like, does the daughter and the mother have to, serve the chapatis that hot, or you can wait for the chapatis to be made for everyone and then eat it together, so that you're sitting together in the family. But of course that is a very nice space where the family sits together, uh, and this dictatorial authority that has been there in the past, that can be changed when members of the family will communicate with each other, and they respect and they're open towards each other's opinions, and they draw on the qualities like love and humility and empathy and moderation. So these capacities, they need a very loving and frank manner of a conversation where collectively we come to take decisions. So these things, of course, take time, and we all need to take one step at a time. And the family will be naturally one of the primary spaces where the members have an opportunity to learn this art of consent. So each person has their own rights and responsibilities. We have to see like what does it look like? We don't know, many of us, like what it looks like when everyone can actually share their views in a family. Like I know many of the students I see, like I'm sure we have all been told, I mean, even us, like in our families, we've always been told, oh, you're too young to give your views in this decision. Or sometimes we say, oh, you're too big, why are you acting like a child? So how can a child, a junior youth, a youth, an adult, the elders in the family, everyone contribute to the discussion in the family? So then everyone has their own point of view. And then another vital part is to have an outward looking orientation. Like, how do we be more open and, look at the people, like, have an open mind, have an outward looking, have commitment and loyalty towards your family. These are also some very important things that we have to think about. And of course, the whole area of, domestic violence, that again, like, family is a space that can protect us from, getting into that area altogether. I mean, that has been highlighted already, so I will not get won't go further into that. But we have to see like how the family is a space where every child receives love and encouragement and positive values, and that should be the space where they do not face any kind of injustice. So because when they see injustice within the family, especially against the girls or the women, that is violence. That is one form of violence. So we have to see, like, one is, of course, there's physical and sexual abuse, that is, it manifests itself in form of violence. But then there are other forms of abuse, like there's verbal abuse, or like ridiculing them, or mockery, like making fun of the wife or the girl child. So these are different forms. Or it could be emotional, it could be verbal, it could be in different ways. So we have to be careful that our words should not convey that in any form. Sometimes we are not conscious of that, but it may happen that we say something that hurts somebody. So we have to be careful of what our words are conveying, the deeper meaning. So we have to see what are some of the spiritual conceptions of the nature of human being. What does it mean to be a human being? And what does it mean to give dignity and honor? And how really we can have an environment of mutual respect and of peace. So I will not say much, as already a lot has been said, but I want to just end with showing a very short video, if that's okay. Sarmishna ma'am, is that fine? Okay. Let me see if I
Yes,
can
of course.
share the screen. This is a beautiful. Is it visible?
Not yet. Yeah, now.
Okay.
Yes, no,
Visible,
yes, it's there.
visible, visible.
Okay.
यह कहानी युगों युग पुरानी है। उसके जन्म होने से पहले ही उसे उन्होंने ओझल करने की कोशिश की, जैसे कोई जादुई चाल हो, लेकिन उसकी उपस्थिति को याद किया गया, भले ही उसकी अनुपस्थिति में। जब उसका जन्म हुआ तो मिठाई बांटने के बजाय सुंदर फीतों से बंधी हुई दुख की थैलियां बांटी गईं, और जब उसे कुछ मिला तब सबसे छोटा, सबसे कम और आखिरी अक्सर बिल्कुल भी नहीं मिला। भोजन, आराम, शिक्षा, सम्मान। यदि वह स्कूल गई तो उसे सावधान रहना पड़ता था कि वह बहुत अधिक न सीखे, बहुत अधिक न बोले, बहुत अधिक दिखाई न दे। उसे ज्यादा जगह नहीं लेनी चाहिए, उसे खुद को छोटे से छोटा बनाना चाहिए, खुद को ऐसे आकार में मोड़ना चाहिए जो शांत, संयमित, नियंत्रित हो। यह सीख ले कि उसका अपना शरीर उसकी आत्मा के लिए सुरक्षित आवास नहीं है। लेकिन अब इस नए प्रकटीकरण के साथ एक नई कहानी लिखी जा रही है, एक ऐसी कहानी जो अतीत की सभी कहानियों को सुलझाती है, ऐसी कहानी जिसमें महिलाएं पुरुषों के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर खड़ी हैं। उनके जन्म के पहले ही एक नई आत्मा की प्रत्याशा में उत्सव मनाया जाता है। जब उसका जन्म होता है, परिवार, गांव, शहर, पूरा राष्ट्र खुशियां मनाता है। अब उसे भोजन, आराम, शिक्षा, सम्मान मिलेगा। वह स्कूल जाएगी, उसके पास सीखने, समझने, बोलने, सिखाने के लिए बहुत कुछ है। वह बढ़ेगी और बहुत बढ़ेगी। वह सांस ले पाएगी और वह सपने देख पाएगी और वह करेगी, और उसे पता होगा कि उसकी आवाज में शक्ति है। वह उठेगी, वह शांत, संयमित, नियंत्रित आकृतियों से बदलकर प्रकाश में आएगी, जब तक उसका परिवार, उसका गांव, उसका शहर, उसका राष्ट्र भी नहीं खिल जाए।
Wow, it was
It's beautiful. Lovely.
It was wonderful, ma'am.
Lovely. But too
The
good,
video.
ma'am, too good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. The video was exceptional. No words for that. And thanks for giving us some moments of self-realization as well. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And dear students, dear everybody, we now have a short video, another video. This special program has been prepared and compiled by the senior Blossomites of standard 8th, 9th and 10th. It's named I Am a Girl. Let's watch it.
Continuous of life is not possible without them. A small girl child can be a good daughter, a sister, a wife, and a mother in the future. But unfortunately, the plight of the girls in our country, India, is horrible. Girls are often considered a burden and killed in the womb itself. Let us listen to the prayers of the girl to the society before her birth.
Let me live, let me breathe, let me born, don't let me go. Let me fly like a beautiful bird, let me shine like a bright sun. Let me bloom like a candlelight, let me enter your home. Let me also come in this world, let me see this beautiful world. Don't kill me before my birth.
Don't just save the girl child, save their feelings also.
True, just saving a girl should not be our goal. Her feelings, her emotions, and her dreams should also be honored. By educating the girl, we can empower her to fly and achieve for herself.
Why don't you educate me? I'm not just born to make coffee and tea. My heart pains badly when I say this sadly. I would like to go to school where children get everything to know. You don't know how I feel when children carry bags and bins I'm just a small child who is so gentle and mild. At least now let me go to school, for I don't want to be a fool. Then before you, parents, we will glow like pearl. So at least now, please educate girls.
You educate a man, you educate a man. You educate a woman, you educate a generation.
The girl child is the sweetest blessing and the most beautiful creation of God, and yet we do not respect this heavenly gift.
Those cute little hands, that beautiful hairstand, that pretty smile. But just wait a while. How can we all see this? After all, we don't deserve this bliss. She is considered as a curse. She is killed in the womb. What else can be more worse? We pray before the goddess to give us joy and happiness. But when she gives us the best girl child, how can we be so wild? Let her also see the beautiful world with her beautiful eyes. Let her also dream wide and see the sky.
She makes the world bright, but struggles to see the light.
Any mission to save, educate, or empower the girl will not be completed until and unless the girls feel empowered from inside. Girls of today need to take a stand to claim their due rights. We can only expect drastic changes in their position in the society only when they understand themselves and stand for their own rights.
I am a girl. I am an expression of beauty, joy, and love. I have the right, the power, and the ability to create a beautiful, joyful, and peaceful world for myself and others. I have a body, but I am not my body. I have a face, but I am not my face. I am the most important thing in the world to me. I am in motion. I am the light of the world. I create. I can make mistakes. I can create something beautiful in all that I do. I deserve the best. I give my best. I do my best to always take care of me. I am a girl. I am it. I am the joy the world is waiting for.
Thank you, Anushka and the team. That was a wonderful video telling us about the interests and feelings of the girls. May I now request Lakshmi Priya ma'am to give the concluding remarks?
Thank you so much, Sarmishka ma'am, to bring an end to this. The day was really a thrilling day. The words we heard from all our speakers today was really very much thrilling. A very good afternoon to one and all present over here, and wish a very happy National Girl Child Day. And now I'm feeling proud to be a girl. Earlier I was thinking why I didn't become a boy. But now the thing like all of we have discussed and given the, went to all the points, really feeling very proud. I'd like to express my gratitude to our esteemed guest of the day, Madam Namrata Chadha, for her presence and delivered her talk on a very worthy topic for the present time. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouraging words on this auspicious day. According to you, it is auspicious. A big thanks to our school management for organizing such important webinars during this pandemic. And on this special day, especially National Girl Child Day, and showed their high concern towards girls to bring a change in our society. Thanks to our founder manager sir, director ma'am, principal ma'am, and our promotional director Carmel ma'am for this webinar. Special thanks to principal ma'am, director ma'am, and promotional director ma'am for their encouraging words. I hope it will create awareness in our young blossomites. They'll bring a change in the society. Thanks to dear teachers, staffs, and students for being a part of this webinar. And also a big thanks to our viewers, those who are watching our program in the live streaming in YouTube. So let's celebrate every day as Girls' Day, acting to our Chief Speaker of the Day, Madam Namrata Chadar. Once again, thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you.
So before we end, I would like to also thank Lakshipriya ma'am, our event coordinator, for having coordinated everything so well
My
and
pleasure,
making it
ma'am.
a real success. Thank you so much, ma'am.
My pleasure, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So we'll wind up this session. I consider. We consider this session a real success, and we'll just wind up the session with a last quote that I'm placing right now. Little girls with dreams become women with vision. So the little girls of our school, we just wish that they become women with vision, like Nadia ma'am, like Namrata ma'am, like our promotional director ma'am, like Simita ma'am, and like Lakshmipriya ma'am. So all the best to all
And
of
like
you.
you all, and like all the teachers.
Of course. So we'll just wind up this session. A big thanks from all of us to everybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.